I got this anatomy book so that I could learn. There's so much empty space here. I guess that's why people say punch them in the gut. Your gut is where you feel a lot of emotions. Like many past cultures believe that that was where your heart is, essentially. And like you follow your gut, you listen to your intuition and stuff. And so it's interesting that it's like open and vulnerable and doesn't have the protection and the cage. Of course, your heart does have its cage, that rib cage, to protect it. And we do feel a lot of emotions in our heart. I mean, we feel emotions through our entire body. That's what my new Mind series is about. It's about your entire nervous system and how we feel emotions and translate that. I mean, that's just part of what the piece is about. I'm letting my mind kind of wander into what sort of lesson and analogy that the gut being unprotected could mean. I guess just because I've been thinking so much lately about following my gut intuition and where it's telling me to go and what it's telling me to do. Not that I put all of my faith and trust in my own even ability to decide, but also my own subconscious, because your intuition may be influenced by the subconscious, and who knows what's in there. But also because there's so many different paths and options to take that even if you aren't going to follow your intuition, or even if you do, it doesn't promise that all is going to go well for us, you know, or that it's going to be the most smart decision or wise decision. But I love that recently I was told by someone that I would be best to practice aligning my intuition with my logic, aligning my gut with my logic and my logic with my gut. And just, I think what's popping into my head right now is just a matter of using my logic to reinforce my gut and trusting myself by convincing myself. At the same time, I'm just gonna let it be. So if you've been following along with my channel, I don't know if you've noticed that I've started to have kind of a theme to the underlying message of many of my videos lately, and part of it is slowing down, and part of it's just silence in general. Like, maybe every video doesn't need a background song. Maybe your brain doesn't need that much to process at once. It's good to slow down in as many small ways as you possibly can, because they all count. Taking a break in the morning. Like, you haven't even done much with your day, but you need a break. But actually, I've done a lot with my day already. I was supposed to paint as part of my morning routine, but I was getting busy with other stuff. But technically, I'm still in my morning routine, because I'm doing this. Doing my full morning routine, which involves painting. Which is my favorite part of the routine, but I also really do love stretching. Meditating, sometimes I just love it, and other times I'm like really feeling rushed. And so it's kind of a hit or miss. I choked on my granola this morning. That was relaxing. I used to be really creeped out by skeletons. Just because of the symbolism, I thought they meant something kind of like bad in a sense. Just because I was in a thought process for a majority of my life of like, this is good, this is bad. The reason I can erase this so perfectly is because this is watercolor on Yupo paper. I just figured this out, that you can actually do detailed things. The human body is one of those things you can really tell when something's off. Your eye gets trained to see different lengths and you get better at it, but I could tell right off the get-go it wasn't the right length. When you train your eye, you can do things without measuring them, and they usually turn out pretty good. I got this anatomy book so that I could learn about the human body and be able to draw better. As a kid, I was always like, naked, in the sketchbook lessons. I need to learn faces. That's what I need to learn. I need help with those.